friends, I'm Colonel Failure, and unusually we have started out with an empty track. And the empty track is there because it symbolises where we're going today. We are expanding. We're going into new stations, new towns. You're looking at Newton-le-Willows right now, and this was where we finished up last time around, expanding out to Banbury, just around the corner that way. And for those of you familiar with where we are, a quick reminder that the Dukinfield hub is right behind us down this tunnel. So yeah, what we're going to try and do is, and I don't know how quickly I'm going to do this, I have a suspicion I might rocket through this. We've got Dukinfield here, source of many an episode of many a problem, and then we head out to Newton over here, and we have a dedicated platform at Dukinfield, which is nice, and then we're going to head out to Banbury, and all this needs dual tracking. We're running a dual stocks out of here at the moment. Here we go. Currently carrying 2 whole passengers. And for some reason it's waiting for a free path. We need some signals on here. Whew. Okay, right. Well, I'll make that a fairly high priority. And then out of Banbury, we're going to head to Darby. And Darby has been the subject of quite a lot of debate with regard to where I put my station. Now, the options proposed have been by me. Bulldoze the whole of the centre of town, probably costing about 5 or 6 million, maybe more than that, and then putting down a shiny new platform for people to get excited by. Other suggestions have been tunnel underneath it and get the station in the right place. It's a decent suggestion. And the one that I'm going to do, which is actually build an out-of-town station that is linked via a tram. And I'm excited about that plan, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it, and that's the one we're going to try out. Then from Darby, we're going to head out to Plymouth. Now, at the moment, what I haven't figured out is whether Plymouth is going to be a terminus. So if you imagine we've come through Darby somehow, we run out in a more or less straight line, finishing up, I guess, here somewhere, with a finishing move, with a flourish, with a ta-da at the end of the situation, before it heads out to Worksop. Now, this will be a different train. But Plymouth Worksop red car, I feel quite excited at that as a prospect, and potentially Grisborough, and Bewdley. This could be. I mean, in fact, that's a really nice kind of horizontal run as we look at it there. So I don't know, or do I curve it round? So curving round out of Darby so that we're heading towards Worksop. I guess it's going to come down to what mood takes me when I start placing stations down. Anyway, so let's not hang around. Let's get to work. There you go. That's what we're going to do. That's the plan. I'm going to get as much of it done as possible. So first things first, I need to dual track all of this, and that's going to prove to be a challenge with this road, with this bridge just sat here. I wonder if I can swing a little something through here in such a way, and I'm going to need the angle to be helpful. Stop trying to anticipate what I'm doing there, friend. And okay, all right, let's plonk that down. This might end up being the easy solution, which I'm sure many of you are already contemplating, is why don't you just delete the bridge? The bridge is pretty expendable, and then rebuild it. And that's what we're gonna do. There we go. Hope nobody was using the bridge. The bridge may even become a tunnel. However, rail takes priority, takes precedence over road for the simple reason of it costing a heck of a lot more. And that, I don't really give a monkeys about how fast my road traffic can wend its way wherever it's wending. Right, let's get this road back in now. Since I'm playing unpaused. There you go, look at that, magic. I'll even celebrate by using an unusual. Oh no, okay, I guess no celebration is due. That just worked. So hooray! Onwards. Shall I pause? Do you think pausing's a good idea? I'm earning money all the time, but equally my vehicles are getting older. So I think we will pause just for the moment. Because the hope is that I can get this established relatively quickly, so we can get multiple services running up and down between Dukinfield and, well, wherever I end up, really. Right, that'll do. That's nice. Do I need this engine shed to hit both tracks? The simple answer is going to be yes, isn't it? So let's get a set of points on there, and we'll get another set of points over here somewhere. And this is only for, you know, entirely retiring services, engines, whatever comes our way. But it's well worth doing, because otherwise you end up in a situation where you want to retire something and you can't, because, you know, shed's not complying and so forth. Okay, right, the Darby question. So my answer to the Darby question, as mentioned in my preamble, is going to be an out-of-town station. Now, it won't stay out of town for long. You know, if I develop Darby and it needs goods, you know, no goods are being supplied to it right now, but the passengers alone should help it grow somewhat. In fact, if we look at the cargo overlay, we'll be able to see if anybody's, you know, if the AI is transporting anything here, and it's not. But look at this. Look, yeah, oil, refinery. That's like more oil, and that's like magic waiting to happen. That's the easiest goods route ever. Right. Well, okay. Well, that's going to be a fun one. I'm going to inwardly debate whether to do that by rail or by road. I mean, road is by far and away the easiest way to get it done, and trucks aren't much of an overhead, and it barely seems worth it for running a train. Do we think we've answered the question there? I think we probably have. Okay, passenger station, 2 tracker will do, nice and long. Spin that sucker around a little. Spin, sucker. So we can stick it out here, which will leave us enough room to do a circuit, a curve coming round towards Plymouth. I mean, how far do we want to go? Do I want to spend a ton on this station? We want it to be far enough out of town that it makes sense to tram up a little. So how about we go over? No, it's getting more expensive again. And then over here in the flat, I mean, you know, you're talking about a difference of a couple of 100,000, which is not insignificant. All right, we're going to go there. Right, I have committed. Right, so we're going to, there's going to be a challenge there. Anybody intending to drive on this piece of road, brace yourselves. It's not going to be around long. Now, I want to see, look, you can see from here that is not going to form a workable curve. But the dual stocks, which is my train of choice at the moment, it only has a top speed of 200. So we don't have to worry about TF, VF, GT, VF, FT, GT, VF, whatever the hell the game calls it. We don't have to worry about the... what? Make sure Darby's connected to the street. I will do. No, it's like, I'll pause again. Yeah, I don't have to worry about 300 mile an hour capabilities, kilometre an hour. That'll be fun. But we're not running a bullet train, so... Okay, now, if we can get round here without dropping below 200, there we go. Splendid. So, yes, it is a curvy little number, but it is perfectly suited to the service we're going to be running on it. 216 it drops off to. Handsome. I like it. What do we think? Should we finish track first? I think finishing track first is probably a plan. Also, right, while I'm doing all this track malarkey, thanks very much for all the comments lately. It seems ever since the failed, but eventually marvelous 8-track run into Dukinfield, plenty of people have been getting involved and paying attention and contributing in the way that people contribute. And for that, thank you very much. It makes it a lot more fun to have people kind of chewing over the approach that I'm taking, as heinously flawed as it frequently is. As long as you don't expect me to get any better, your comments are always going to be well received. long-time subscribers will tell you that yes, you can offer all of the best advice ever seen by man, but when it comes down to it, I'm going to do it my own way, and it will probably not be the best way. If you're cool with that, I'm cool with that, and we're all cool with that. Anyway, but yes, keep the comments coming. You know, as the future Darby station will testify, sometimes I do pay attention, and it might just pay off. I'm going to delete this road back so I can make a neat corner of it. There we go. Of course, this road actually goes nowhere at the moment. You know, it heads up towards this steel mill, but I'm not using it. Maybe that's something else I can investigate later, because that's in a nice place. We could, you know, a mountain-run steel mill, coal mine, something or other. That will probably be spectacular in many ways. Have I left enough room there? No, probably not. Let's go out. Can we just... Maybe I don't... yeah, just go as far as there. Alright. It's a longer tunnel than I would usually like. Don't get me wrong, I dig tunnels. The same as everybody else, but I like to be able to see my trains in action. You know, going through a swift tunnel or two is no bad thing. Let's get rid of this bit of road as well. Right, okay, so let's decide where this is. Plymouth, Portsmouth, Plymouth. I think the only place this station can go is out here, really, isn't it? I think that's the long and the short of it. So let's now. Do we want a 4-track? Is it going to be doing anything that exciting? We could potentially do a Plymouth to Nailsworth line. We could. Would we want to? Well, haven't we got some track coming out of the end of here? No, Nailsworth seems to want to lend itself to Redcar, I guess, or Worksop. Alright, so we don't... So again, a 2-track, 2-platform effort here will do the job just fine. Right, let's spin around. And then right about there. And the town will learn to build around the station I have provided. I did build the right size station, didn't I? I am somewhat prone to taking my eye off the ball. Okay, so the question is, can I get round that corner without dropping below 200 kilometres an hour? We're probably going to need to delete a bit more road, but I'm comfortable with that. Right, what have we got? 300 all the way. 300 all the way. It's like it was meant to be. And we don't even need to do anything particularly hostile to the road. We can just put a level crossing in. All right, I'm taking it. I'm running with that. That's stupendous. Now the temptation now though is you know, shall we continue? I mean, or shall we cash in here? And this is where that level crossing is going to become a burden, I suspect. Nope, actually, it's happy. All right. This has gone rather swimmingly. In fact, I've always found that when I'm short of money, I can never get it right first time. But when, you know, cash is slightly more relaxed, things tend to just happen straight away. An oddity, I suppose. Yeah, I know. I'm putting in road that is barely being used, but let's get it done. Right, do all of this. So all I've got to do now is I'm just going to hook up those 2 stations to their individual town networks, and time permitting, we'll stick a tram in on Darby. Although I want to get that right, so I think I'll do that as a separate episode. Hell, I've not covered trams in a little while. And then next time out, I think Worksop Redcar is ripe for plunder. What do we want to go? Backside of Worksop and Redcar? Doesn't leave much room for growth, so I think front side. So we'll curve around a little here. Even though that bleeds off some speed, I'm fine with it doing that. Now I do need to get signals sorted for these new stations. It's high speed, these. And not that anyone's ever going to go, you know, through at breakneck pace. Everybody's stopping everywhere. But we're doing a turnaround here at the moment, so let's at least give it some points. Okay, good. Right, track set. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's get Plymouth on the road to victory here. And a swift bit of medium road. And you know, I don't know if I ever mentioned the station building philosophy that I try to go for. I think you've probably worked it out for yourself, but I always try and make sure that I'm laid up in such a way that that traffic can cross over to the other side of the track, because otherwise you limit the growth potential of the town, and then when it does start growing, it's growing, you know, half a mile away from your station, and you want it quite as well. You want it as close as you can get it, really, because that means that that foot passengers can make use of your services. Come on, look, you shouldn't have a problem with that. Is there any reason you can't go over the flaming middle of the flipping whatever it is? Right, so yeah, that, and you know, lay in a little bit of road infrastructure already to get the AI started. The AI builds quite nice looking streets. You know, they follow a somewhat curvaceous design, but it is quite. Now, see if I can get a bridge across here. But it is quite, you know, it does look reasonably natural. It looks like it's being built by idiot humans over time, which is, you know, kind of a hallmark of European towns everywhere, is because they've been around for so long, and idiot humans have built them over time, rather than the kind of road layout you get in the US, which shows that, you know, people thought through and went, well, actually, building this on a grid is going to make it so much easier to navigate. It is almost impossible to get lost in a grid-built US city, in my experience. Okay, yeah, that's... I'm not thrilled with it. See, I've never quite worked out how much space you need to leave between track and road and station in order for houses to go there. So I always use best guess. And just occasionally I get it right. Are you going to get through there? You are going to get through there. Come on, come on, come on, whatever you're doing, don't do that. No? You're not going to play, are you? Well, maybe zooming out a little will assist our goal here. I just want to get a bit of road under this bridge. There's plenty of space. I could go under the next one, but I don't want to. I want to go there. No, no. No, we're going on to the next one. Right, okay, fine. So be it. Start from about here, bring it through there. Go on. There'll be a wiggle somewhere where it fit. There we go. Nope, had it. Sit. Excellent. Right, then we'll do some kind of twisty corner move there, which, you know, that's elegant. We'll make that look like a real junction, though, by doing some of that. Fab. Right, okay, Plymouth, no excuses, you are connected. We'll just run that out there as well, although what's going on with that lump? Actually, what I didn't see is the elevation. You don't appreciate the elevation sometimes until you look directly down. Don't like that. That's rather baffling and insane. I had not anticipated that I would be tweaking elevation. Right, go on, get up there. Get up there in such a way that doesn't make me think that, you know, it's built with a ski slope in mind. Well, that's a little better, I suppose. Right, we'll leave that. Good. Get Darby up and running, because I want to be running trains down here in the next 2 minutes. Okay, so Darby, similar kind of principle. I'm setting it up for the AI to expand from, but it's not going to be. It's not going to happen immediately. What is going to happen immediately is that nobody is going to use this station. This is going to be, you know, a gigantic white elephant, at least initially, because nobody lives close enough to the station to make use of it. So, as described earlier, twice now, you can tell I'm excited at the prospect. We are going to we're going to build a tram line to be proud of. If tram lines are something you can be proud of, I will build one that we will be proud of together. Oh, I also need to build another bridge back in. I've cut I have cut poor Darby off from all of civilization. Now, if you were good to me, you'd get over there in one go. All right. Well, yes, yeah, that'll do. If you'll do it. Oh, come on. All right. Well, the other alternative is we go like that, and we try and get over both, like that. Yes. Excellent. Right, hook you on there. Zip this down. No. I don't want you curving. I mean, I appreciate the enthusiasm you're showing, but there you go. Run it. What manner of straight line is that? Parallel-ish. I will take parallel-ish. And then build another bridge here, and hopefully, oh, look at that. Yes, doesn't need much of a support in there at all. That's rather grand. Hook that up there. Hook this one up over here. Everybody's happy. Is everybody happy? Almost everybody's happy. Let's stick a country road onto there. So I've been playing this game so much now that occasionally, and I don't know if you can make it out because I've got it turned down quite low, occasionally I find myself humming the damn music from the game. This is the point at which you should really, go, I might have played quite a lot of that now. I might maybe have played enough. But no, I have not played enough. I'm having too much fun. There we go. Right, and we're almost there. We're almost there. It's almost train time, people. I'm almost done with building lengthy and implausible roads. Let's do that. Give it some of this. Here you go. No, hold on. Banbury needs another bridge here, so let's get that done while we're in the area. Let's not rush. I know you're anxious to see trains doing their train-like thing, but let's get this done properly. Nice big connection there. And that's the other thing that the AI doesn't, as a rule, go for building medium roads. It tends to go for the smaller ones, which is fine. Small is beautiful. But by putting in some of the kind of broader roads, it helps traffic flow. Right, now I want to get you underneath here. See, once you start mucking about with roads, you can't stop until you've done loads. Rhyming unintentional there. There you go. Fling it around here. You've got another one of those scary kind of hairpin turns. That's better. Make an S, and then we can also run that. Oh, right next to the track. That's some pretty exciting stuff right there. There we go. Yeah. That'll do it. Love it. Right. Good. I have no idea where those roads go. I just know that they do. Okay, is there anything I'm missing? Signals. I'm missing quite a lot of signals, and that's probably where we'll start out. However, for the moment, let's get this new route. No, let's start there next time. I think we've run our course for now, and next time out we'll start with getting this route built. But we did get a hefty amount of track built. So, starting from Newton, coming around through Banbury, through Darby, the Darby experience, which is yet to fully manifest, and then out as far as Plymouth. This is a pretty exciting route. Now, we've been focusing on exciting stations, and this is an exciting route, so who knows. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Yeah, more of this is coming. Now, I'm kind of hoping that this can be set up in a relatively fire and forget fashion. So I want to get goods working to support the towns that we've just connected. And, there's a whole lot of untapped stuff over here, and I'm going to have to look at that and figure out what the best configuration is in order to get some goods flowing. But I'm keen to get it done because the reason for wanting to charge through is, I want to connect up as much of the map as possible, and then get another hub station built because I'm keen on hub stations now. And clearly I have done some planning at Bognor Regis with regard to where the station is going to go. So I need to deal with that sometime soon. Anyway, thanks for watching today. Please chuck us a like. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, because I love it when people subscribe. It makes numbers go up, and I'm all about numbers increasing, especially when they're supposed to increase. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio.
Listen.